stream. Hello, VOD Frogs, and welcome back to Limelight. Now, today the plan is simple: expand our farms. At least that's the main plan. We'll see what actually we do. At the very least, I want to expand out to a carrot farm and a potato farm. And so, music playing? It is. Okay, as soon as I said that and tabbed out, it started playing. Cool, we're good. But yeah, the plan for today is to at least add on a carrot and potato farm if we have extra time. I will probably be going to the Nether and seeing if I can get probably just some blaze rods for the Merc stance. I guess I also gotta get the stuff for weakness potions still, I think. But once we get weakness potions, we can get out of here zombie villagers, start getting actual villagers for an iron wall farm. Once I have an iron wall farm, I can use the iron to put a bunch of hoppers and make a drop spawner. That's the plan. I also, of course, will still be able to do things like make a storage room, because all my storage right now is just out in the open. For now, though, let's work on... Oh, my lag spike. I don't even know why I was lagging there. Just me, right? Yeah. Let's make a little bit of stuff real quick. Grab all these. Let's expand out our farms. I got the potatoes and carrots on me. I am going to need to get a hoe real quick. This is the main thing we're working on today. Any extra will just be a bonus. Main thing though is I want to expand this out. I also might want to expand it in total. Does that make sense? I might want to expand it out. Change this, because right now it's only like 2 space. I might want to make this 3 space. So I might want to like break this and then move it 2 over here, move the water. Speaking of move the water, that means I'm gonna need then an iron bucket. Let me grab that, grab that. I might lose the dirt. I didn't think about that. What we'll do is... No, I did think about it. I put a little platform underneath. Good. Because I do want that. Cool, I don't think I need anything else. I think I'm good to go. Let's grab a little bit extra cobblestone. Probably not even that much, but just grab a little bit. Grab the fences. I think I'm good to go. Let's also grab bone meal, just so I can get the crops quicker. And then, I think we're gonna start on this project. I guess, yeah, let's leave this out for now, so I can, use that a bit. Back there. Alright, let's get to work on this. Like I said, the main goal is just to expand this out. Let's first off, I actually don't need that crappy shovel. I don't know why I thought I would. I have the netherite one. Alright, let's pick up this dirt, move it back so I can make it a 3x3. This side I can just expand out that way, so it's fine. Pick all this up, and then I will need to pick up all of the slabs. I guess I don't need to pick them up. They can drop. They'll be fine if I lose them. I got plenty of cobblestone after I went and got a bunch. I will need a lot of those, though, eventually for making spawners, like the iron golem spawner and the other spawners. For now, though, not a big issue. And then there we go. I want this to be 3, maybe 2. This 3 seems like a lot of space. Maybe I want 2 between each farm. Because this seems like a lot. Maybe 2. Yeah, let's do 2. And if I want, I can change it. I can change it back. Let's just do 2 for now. A 2 white space on it. Alright. And then put under here. And then that means I just have to move it back one that way. And then exchange these sides. Does this look better? Let's see what it looks like first. I don't know. We'll see. How does this look? I think 2 around it is plenty of space, because then it's 3 in total. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's replace the seeds real quick. And then I still need to move it one back that way. Alright. And then move it back one this way. Need my axe. I don't want to pick up all these that I can. I'm not really doing the best at that. The more of these I get, the better. Move back one this way, and then of course I'll need to move the water bucket spot, which will be fine. Pull some dirt. There we go. Hoe it all up, and then we got some crops going. And then of course I will need to adjust the little side pieces for everything. Cool. And then there we are. And then I got the center little crop farm. I didn't think about that. Maybe I should do 3, because then I think it'll be fine. Torch there. Torch there. This side I need to expand out a little bit. I can also maybe put a torch on this, can I? No, I cannot. Pick that up. I need to move it over 1 block. Should be good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, yes it will be. Put the stair back down, which means I will need to get more stairs actually to do that with the other ones, but there we go. Let's hoe that up. Put a seed. Cool. And that is good. And arrange. I now need to pick up a lot more stuff. Notably all of this to expand it out. And I'll put torches, I think, like on the corners of each. That way it can grow better. I want it like hella torched up. So maybe also... but then that's the problem if it's too wide. Is if I have a farm next to each other, it'll be like this. Kind of don't like that. Yeah, let's do 3. Let's do... Well, if it's glowstone, it won't matter. No, let's do 3 wide. Let's do 3 wide. It makes it look very spacious, but I think it looks better in the long run. I'll need to move it back that way 1 more, but you know, this is what it is. Just wasting resources here. Alright, and then back another this way, just because I think it'll look better for this overall with how the torches are going to be, if I do 3x3. And then 1 more this way. Oh yeah, stuff that I can talk about that aren't what we're doing right now. The video. Little update for the video. I got 2 minutes of the assets all done today, in fact. Or yesterday? No, it was today. It was last night / today. Got a bunch done. I do want to show off later the minute 1 assets and what they look like right now. I'm just happy with like the little editing things I've done with it. It definitely solidifies to me wanting to do once a month uploads at the longest, so we can really take my time on it. Because I really enjoy how this has come out so far. All right, let's do this back 1 more. This back 1 block. Go boom. Get a dirt. There we go. And then I shouldn't have any problems with any of this. And this should be all good, all wheat, no problems. Yes? Yes. Okay, cool. And now I can add on the 3 thick on this side, which means torch here. Let's just do all the way around it right now so I can make sure it's fully torched up. That way this has plenty of light even when it's nighttime. And then of course I'll need to expand all this out. Put another farm there, put another farm there. And then if I want, I can expand them out this way as well. And get a whole lot more farm stuff going. And let's also torch in the middle bits just to make sure it's fully lit up as best as I can. I want to make sure it's super lit up. Super well lit up crops. Even if it means I'm using like a lot more torches than I need to. Cool. That looks good. Got it. Let's expand this out 3. Or I guess 2 more, and then we're good to tear down these sides and do that. I guess I can put the back railing on over here as well, just to make sure that's down and set up. Cool, and then grab this. I can rail all this up, put rails all the way around them, and then we need to, of course, expand out and do all that. The rails the railing I have, the fences I have. I know I'm gonna want a torch in the middle. I might just copy this for torches, but I don't know. I'll probably do different. No, I'll probably do different, because if not, then these torches right here will be like torch, block, torch on there as well, which I really won't like. I'll wait on that. Regardless, let's expand out this way first. At the very least, get the little outline done right now. Okay, Phantoms, I completely forgot you exist. I guess it makes sense. I haven't been the one sleeping. Last time I was on here was with, I believe, Crafty and Bickle on, so they were sleeping. One of the two. Both of them are really good at sleeping most of the time. only time Crafty doesn't sleep is when, like, you know, they, like, died or something after we do their stuff. That was the only time I could think of recently that I slept. Last time I slept was when Crafty was going to get stuff. We couldn't. Most part, they're pretty good about sleeping. They're, like, always sleeping, so I never do. Like I do with the Phantoms. Yeah, we'll look at the, like I was saying, though, we'll look at the progress I made for the edit later. I'm really happy how it turned out real quick. How it turned out right now. I am glad with the effort I put into it. This is definitely the style I prefer to do. The more once a month, more can have fun with it and like take my time on stuff and like look at it and be happy with it. This is definitely the style I prefer to do editing wise. We'll see if it does good, because of course if not, then that, you know, means I might need to upload instead quicker. And then instead of worrying about the quality, maybe upload more. That way I can, you know, very least, dude, I will stay with the more idea based, not necessarily like genre based. I don't really want to be genre based. Genre based thing sucks when you're like stuck and you have to do like, for example, I like playing Minecraft. I don't want to be forced into playing Minecraft. And that's the thing you always hear about like a lot of creators for like that got big on a certain style. For example, I'm thinking of Clues right now, right? They got big with like funny moment style, so they don't watch funny moments videos. And I don't really want to be shoehorned into that because I just love the creativity with YouTube videos. So I kind of just want to be able to do like, hey, I think this is a fun idea. I want to do it, and then I do it. Not be shoehorned into, oh, I do this style, and therefore I'm sick of it. Don't want to see others that do that. Of course, they still watch people, like they watch like Squeaks and stuff, but like I know Pezzy watches Squeaks and stuff, but it's different. Squeaks is also more idea based too for his videos. But like, I don't really want to be that, you know? I don't want to like be sick of a certain thing. I just kind of want to do my own thing and have fun with it, not be so genre based or idea, like, you know, be able to just do whatever I want basically and just flex between ideas. That's what I prefer. Being able to be like, oh, that's a good idea. I want to go do it. Sounds like a fun idea. Let's do it. Sounds like something fun. Let's do it. You know, I'd rather do that. That being said, again, with me not wanting to be more like shoehorned into, for example, Minecraft horror, right? I want to be shoehorned into just like, oh, Minecraft horror guy. Don't really want to do that. That being said, I do have like 2 Minecraft horror ideas that I think would be fun. One I think would be really fun, but I wouldn't be able to stream it. And I just think horror stuff is fun in general. So if I did get shoehorned, it'd probably be more horror genre based. Because I know that stuff does really good view wise, no matter what. Horror stuff always does good view wise, especially if you do like my style of editing and my style of like care towards it. It feels like you really can't though with horror. Is the weird thing with horror games. Horror games very much feels like you have to go quick and fast. Because if not, a million people have already done it. For me, it feels like that. Of course, you don't have to. I did like Choo Choo Charles, for example, like 2 months after it was popping, and that's like my best video still ever to this date. Like 17K views, and literally over 100K views from like shorts and stuff. So like, and that wasn't even shorts. That was just clips on YouTube. That literally was not even shorts. If that was shorts, it would have went even crazier, and my channel would have blown up insanely from it. But that was just one horror game, and I did like 2 months after. It's like the main thing is just the quality of horror game is what you have to care about. So I think things like, you know, not like 616 type games, but like they have to be like the higher quality horror games. Things like Tales of the Tomb. Tales of the Tomb is 616. What is it? One says like Carlson Home and Woodbury Getaway. What is that called though? I don't know what that's called. I don't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but that kind of stuff where it's more like the higher quality kind of game. You know, more that kind of style. Or I just have to do a more unique idea around it. Like a lot of the horror stuff I have for ideas that I think would be fun are more or less horror modded. And I do think there's like not someone who does that I know of. I haven't looked into it too much, so like, there definitely could be. But I don't know of anybody who really does like, for anybody I watch that's horror, it's not really like, they don't really look at horror mods. And that's kind of a thing I did with like Fear Nightfall was like a horror mod, and it did really good. I will say the 3 horror ideas I have written down are all mods. And it's mainly just because it's like, oh, this is cool. I guess all the horror stuff from Minecraft though is mods, and 2 of those are Minecraft, which is why. But one is Subnautica horror mod, which I've talked about for a while that I still would want to do, and I think would be a lot of fun. Yeah, there's a lot of like pretty good looking, horror games. There's just so many like random garbage though, so it feels like you have to kind of like rush through it. I think things like the FNAF game, for example, would be like pretty good to like upload, and I could have, but didn't. So I think more like idea based is the best, even if it's like horror but idea based. I think horror stuff will always do good. So like horror but idea based is a good shout to be like, let's do this. Um, this should do good. Let's do this. Because horror ideas and horror stuff always is really good. Because horror is just so popular. I don't even know why it's so popular. I know it's like why it's popular. I don't know. I don't know. I can say I don't know why it's popular, but like I know I watch a lot of horror creators. I think it's like just easy and funny. Like you just get funny reactions from them being scared. Like seeing people get scared is just funny, and it's just entertaining. Like I can admit I do love watching like a Special Eddie, a Delirious, a Pezzy, a Grizzy. More people that I think are more entertaining and funny than I knew as that, and then do horror stuff. I know a lot of people watch more like Hori Kenshin's a good shout too. Markiplier's a good shout. But it's kind of like just like, oh, you think they're funny, and then in a horror setting, they're reacting to what's happening, and what's happening is like stuff scaring them. So it's funny to see them get scared. I don't know. I think Pezzy's the funniest of those, I will say, but he's definitely the smallest, which I don't know, it's weird. But it feels like that genre is very like fast. Get it out quick. Get it out, go out quick and fast, and not a whole lot of effort. Like the most effort I can think of for like a Markiplier, for example, is like Linksy just putting himself in because I'm talking to Linksy, which like are really entertaining moments and really entertaining. So I kind of like that kind of stuff. I like that more detailed stuff happening. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, my videos aren't the best. So I can't really like judge or nothing, but yeah, I will say. We'll see. I'll almost say we'll see what I'm doing after the Soulsbook case video. Again, if that does good, we will do more. If it does like my channel size, so 2,000, I'll do more of it. If it only does 1,000, I might keep it. I might do something else first. I think 1,000, like just a flat 1,000 might, or 1,500 might be a good sign for like the game has potential. Maybe do more of the game in the future because I love Dark Souls. I think that's the right spacing. We'll see here. I don't know. I'll have to keep in mind some things. I think 1,000 will be like a good sign for like the game. 1,500 is a good sign for the idea, like keeping it and maybe doing more stuff of it. And then I think 2,000 would be a good sign to do more of it in general, the actual game and everything in general. Um, we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing, what ends up happening with that. If I don't do it again, we will do the case opening on stream someday. I think it'll be fun. It's just straight up opening cases. It'll be fun. Just usually basically free Steam money. Not really. I mean, it's like kind of though. Like I am up on money from like trade ups. So I'll be using trade ups. Who knows? I just like start regularly every now and then doing like 100 case trade up. Not 100 case trade up, 100 case opening from skins I got from trade up. Just because I think it's fun. It's a fun little hour too. Like if I were to stream like 100 cases, like that's maybe an hour. Let's say like it's 120 just for quick math. Let's say I'm doing one every 32nd. Like an hour, you know? Like an hour. So not bad. I don't know. I think it's a pretty little fun thing to do on the side. I enjoy it. I think it's entertaining for content, that's for sure. I'm not gonna pull no nade shot or nothing. No, I ain't crazy. I ain't got the funds for that either. I think like I trade up using just money I got for not like actual money, but like money from trade ups. I think it's good because I do get extra money from trade ups. In fact, I have like a few contracts that I have just saved that are 130 plus profitability. Nice thing too is you do get some of that money back from opening the cases. Not a lot. You know, you're not making profit every time, but you never know. I want to be opening. They are kilowatt though that I got for the next video or for an opening, whichever one it ends up being. Like, we'll see. It really depends on how good this does. Yeah, the views it gets though will definitely determine some stuff. Mainly it'll determine my next upload. If it does really good, it'll determine like, hey, we're doing this again, like now. If it doesn't do very good, then it's like, okay, next thing, and probably put less effort in and like start doing more just good idea based, not big time into the videos, you know? because I don't have the big time for the every video, you know? More idea based. More, hey, this is a fun idea. For example, like Dark Souls, but without the open case. And do it more frequently, but less effort in the video. Which I don't really know how I would do that. I guess it would just be a lot more in the moment, which I think I'm just naturally getting better at anyways. Like, I'm slowly doing more in the moment anyways, because I'm getting better at explaining what I'm doing in the moment, which means I'm needing less voiceovers, I feel like. Whereas before, I'm also not forcing the voiceovers as much, if that makes sense. Before I would, basically go through the footage and be like, okay, this is a good moment to put in. Other than that, voice over everything. So then it would end up being, basically 50-50. Now I'm much more voiceover when needed, not when have to. For example, this voiceover one's only 700 words. The one before that, 3,100. You know, 700 versus 3,100 is a lot. Big difference. Let's say it was 2,800, so less than what it was. I guess, no, let's just say it was 3,150, right? If it's 3,150 for the entire thing, the entire video, right? That many words for the one before, which, it's a little less. But let's say it's that much, just for quick math. All right? Right here, it goes back? I think it's right here. But if it is that big, I'm just getting distracted while placing one right now. It was that big, and this one was 700. Let's say exactly, it wasn't. It was 726, I think, or something like that. Let's say it was exactly 700, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting distracted by playthrough right now, so I'm talking so slowly. Which is there as well. There we go. Got it on placing. I just gotta place this, which is super easy. I don't have to count or anything in my head while trying to talk. Don't have to do anything. I just gotta place it around. Yeah, right. So 3,150. This one was 700. Quick math. That was 4.5 times larger than this new one is in terms of length for voiceover. So it's getting a lot less, and the voiceovers are the main things that take a lot of my time for asset video. Of course, I have a decent amount for this one, more than usual, that are asset extra stuff and just cool little things that I think are good. I think I got a lot of the work though for assets done, because as soon as I got done with the first minute, getting done with the second minute, which I did today before stream, way quicker than first minute. Tell you what, I think it's mainly because I got a lot of template stuff done for minute one asset, but I'll show you guys a bunch of random little template stuff that I need is fully complete, and I can now just put it in for videos. For this video specifically, I got a nice little template thing done, and a lot of extra stuff done that weren't really minute one assets, but I knew I would need them in the future. For example, I made the entire, I made a little tiny map. I'll show them a bit. I'll show them actually after we get this done. I already placed down this little platform. I'll show it real quick. Actually, I'll wait a little bit. Let's get the farm done, and then I can yap about content stuff for a little bit, and then with the extra time, we'll go to the nether fortress nearby and start getting some blazed rods. I think would be a good use of time. After we get done with, of course, the farms. After we get done with adding these farms, we'll go do that. That's all extra stuff. So after I get done with this farm, we'll go yap for a little bit about the video, and I'll show you guys the first 2 minutes as well as a bunch of asset stuff I got for it. A lot of which I had to make in just straight up Photoshop. I guess off-brand Photoshop, still Photoshop pixeler editor, the one I always use. I'm gonna make a lot of asset stuff, mainly for the future. So I have a bunch of stills that I'll need for in the future that are all blacked out already, and then I also with stuff I edited in editing, got basically a template for later when I need it for something else that I can just use as the template for So I got all the stuff I need ahead of time, basically all done and ready. I just gotta implement them when I get to the point I need to implement them, which of course is not yet. But a lot of the base assets I would need, I got all done. Last night, since last stream, and then morning. I'm pretty sure last stream was last night, right? We streamed yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we did. Because I didn't stream Sunday of the horror games, and yesterday was Monday. And I streamed the horror games yesterday because I didn't on Sunday. Yeah, I got a lot of the base assets for that. All good and done and finished. Which I'm pretty happy about. Of course, I still will have extra stuff that I will need, but I have a lot of template stuff that I'm gonna be using for other stuff. All done. For other stuff later in the editing, all done. So it should be a lot quicker now to go through it. For example, minute 2, I had a lot. Basically, I think a big problem is like early on, I have like in the first like 5 minutes, or yeah, 5 minutes, I have intro, Zweihander, grass fresh fabric. So I have four of the total six voiceovers, which voiceovers are usually the bit that takes the most like asset work. But I have four of the six in the first 5 minutes. They're not exactly a minute each. A lot of them are like half a minute. You know, it's only similar words, so it's less like actual in the moment time. But that being said, a lot of the asset work is the early minutes. So once I get done with like all that, I basically just have like sends to do assets for, and then the outro, which I might just put like a plain saying. I don't think I have a lot to like show for the outro. So they just be yapping. Which honestly I might just cut short. Might go through and like cut that a little bit. But basically, I got 2 of 19 minutes done, minus of course the audio balancing, subtitling, and music. I have like general audio balancing, but a lot of it I have to go through. For example, the in the moment audio is a lot quieter than the voiceover, and I think the voiceover audio for the most part is like a good volume. So I'm gonna have to go through and like change a lot of it. I think for the volume, but we'll see. We'll see when I get there. Regardless, I almost have these farms done, and then I just was make the railing, like the railing all up, make sure all the crops are all good and planted, and then yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's all done. And then we can look at the content stuff I'm talking about. I'll just show the first 2 minutes, just a little bit I got done. Of course, I will need to do, like I said, still audio balance, subtitle at the beginning, and music is a big thing that I have to still go through and do. Of course, all that will take some time. All right, let's get the railing added on, and then we need to, of course, figure out where I want to light it all up. All right, let me get a lot more fences. How many more? Some amount more. Okay. Let's just make all this into wood right now. That's maybe good. We'll see. If not, I can make more. That probably isn't good now that I'm looking at it. We'll see. I hate that this is doubled up because the way it is, but it's fine. Yeah, it is what it is. We also think there's a lot of this like little extra space that I might be able to move my storage into like here or like right here. Put a little storage area in there or something in there. This maybe is enough. I don't have to go from here to here, so I might need a little more, but might also be good with just a stack. Might be. We'll see. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, I don't need all 35 for that. Cool. And then I just need to light it up properly, and then we have the actual farms to make, and then we're good. I am gonna want for sure a torch right here. Other than that, let's get torches on the corner bits, and then we'll need to figure out from there where I want torches. Probably lined up with this is where I'm gonna want to torch it. Although I don't really need to because it's already like lit up. Lit up actually. Okay, I lost that torch. Okay, and then didn't get to pick that up either. Torch and torch. How many space between there and here? 4 plus 9 so 13, 16, 17, 18, 20 between it. So, oh. Oh wait, no. It's only 19 because I counted this corner bit, right? So this would be 3 plus 9, so 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so go to the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, okay. So then there. And then maybe in the middle of each. Probably. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's probably fine. That looks good, actually. It's weird where it is compared to the torches, but I find it fine. I think it's fine. So basically 1 every 5. Got it. I can keep that up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's accurate. Okay, cool. And then this slide will be a bit different because the gap is less than 20. Less than 19. So this was 19. So then 18, 17? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I just want to line it up. Make it even. Let's just make it even. Yeah, let's just line it up. Let's just make it even. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And then I just need to get between all of these, which is 12 plus 3, so 15. And then that would be, yeah, I mean, literally, it would be right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 between. 1, 2, 3. Cool. And then let's do the other side. And then I just need to make the farms done. And we're good to yap about content stuff once we get this done. Once I get this done, I'm gonna yap about the video. Show you guys what I've got done. Cool. Now I just need to get the stairs and of course the water buckets I will need. And of course I'll need the bone meal for expanding the crops. And I might need more bones. I also can put up then all of this. I don't need to carry any of this on me. So let's put up literally everything. Put up all the dirt. I'm gonna need a place for a lot of these. Stone I can put up here, because stone I'm already planning to put up here. I just randomly put a thing of wood there. This one I'm keeping. The shovel I'm keeping. Put the fences up. Alright, that should be good. I also need the stairs. I think I have some in here. Yes, I do. 2. And then we have a variety of crops, which will be lovely. Where do I face the stairs? I face it towards my base, right? Yes, I do. It might have been different before, but that's how I'm doing it now. There's 1. This will be 2, and then I just need to hoe it all up, put the crops in. Am I crazy, or did I hear a creeper explosion? Well, like it sounded like it was from over here. What the hell? Was that in the song? It sounded like it was like over here. I mean, I don't see nothing. Maybe in the song, because it also had like a weird like little sound effect there, so I don't know. Let's finish this. Alright, let's put these up. And then, yeah. Can't put those up in there, though. So we're out of space. This is why we need, like, a little storage area. Which I honestly could probably just do in here. Have a little path. Have this all filled in with wood. And then have all my storage and bed and all that random stuff out in the open over here. Because then it'd be easy also to loop the loot over there. I can have the loot underneath. And then I can have a way to go underneath right here that leads to that loot. We'll see. I do like the way this is coming together, though. My whole base and everything. I also have this direction I still need to use. So I don't know. I also might do like a storage thing out here. Because again, also that'd be easy to connect to the drop spawner loot. We'll see. We'll see. I also need to place a villager breeder somewhere, so maybe do a villager breeder right in here, although that'd be kind of annoying. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. Oh yeah, it wasn't the song, because I thought I heard it again. That was definitely in the song. Let's do carrot on the right, potato on the left. That just seems more right to me. Let's plant all of it, and then we need to bone meal all of it. And then we'll have full farms. Plant carrots, come back later to bone meal them. And I will fortune harvest them just so I get more, because I can, so might as well. It's so nice having the stair here, because I can basically just like run across it without like... Hold on. Let me see the bump. Without any like real huge bump. It's just like a slight bump because the farmland is lower. I like. Do you like it? Do you like that it's not like a huge bump? Of course, there's normal dirt to be all flat, but unfortunately farmland goes a little bit lower. but not like massively lower. I also do like the way farmland looks. I guess it's not that unfortunate, to be fair, because I do like the way it looks. Keep that off. Take the bone meal. Make sure I hoe it, that way I get more crops back. And I'm probably going to end up with a little bit extra at the end, which is totally fine. And then I will look at the editing stuff for a little bit, and then with the extra time we have, to about an hour or something. Mainly just streaming again whenever I'm like taking breaks between editing. Figure now is a good time to do. I wasn't really like taking a break, I just got done with like a checkpoint. I got done with like 2 minutes. And I didn't want to start on 3 minutes yet. So I was like, instead of messing around or doing anything, let me go stream. Either this or Siege, and I was like, I should stream. I like Siege, I should play more Siege, because I got the pass, so the battle pass, so I should probably like, you know, complete it. But I'll probably play a little bit tonight whenever I get bored again, so it'll be fine. Or I might play CS tonight when I get bored, because I also do have the... I do have to do the weekly still, so I don't know, we'll see. Regardless, yeah. We're going. Let me not get too much extra. Regardless, I figured stream would be the best to do for right now, so I decided to hop on a stream. I got a lot of extra potatoes. I probably should not have bone meal in any. I guess I'll just have a little bit extra, though, to eat, which will be fine. Or store for now, either one works. Having a food storage would also be good. Although I'll probably eat it, because I'll be going to the nether here soon, once we get done with looking at stuff. I'll probably go to the nether for a little bit. I don't know, I imagine I have, like, too much to talk about for the editing, to, like, show off that I did. It's just, like, a little bit of, here's what we did. So I don't think I'll take too much time. And then just showing you guys the asset stuff I made, which will be later in the video. And showing you guys what we're looking at right now at 2 minutes in the timeline. Of course, the audio is not balanced, so I have to go back and through that once it's all done, but I definitely do think the, like, 3-4 minute, like, going onward will be a lot less putting in asset stuff. It'll be a lot more, like, in the moment asset stuff, which is, like, super easy, quick, like, image, you know? But yeah, I think, got most of the template stuff done, which I kind of like. I guess it's one of his new songs. I kind of like it, though. And there we go. There's all the crops. Let's, real quick with the bone meal, go around and just make sure everything's fully grown, so if I ever need food, I can just come and harvest it away. I mean, it'll grow naturally, so I don't really need to, but let's just use up the rest of the bone meal. I have no use for it. I don't know why I'm starting on potatoes, that being said, then, because, you know, like the least useful to have fully grown, but that's what it is. I just grow this up, make a bunch of extra crops. That I won't be taking or anything right now, I'll just be sitting here for whenever I'm ready and need food. The potatoes I'll probably bake into baked potatoes. How much do I have right now? 32? That's an even amount. Let's start cooking it right now, actually. Actually, let's use all the bone meal real quick. I have a lot of bones. Let's just make a lot of crops real quick. I'm not going to harvest any. I just want to, like, grow them to be more. Because I do have a lot of extra bones and stuff. Might as well. Don't get the crops right now, but might as well grow a bunch of crops while I can. Make sure I have a full supply whenever I need it. Which might be here soon once I go to the nether. We'll see. Again, we'll talk about the editing stuff, which will probably take like 10 minutes. Maybe 15. I don't know. We'll see. But after that, we're going to go to the nether, and we're going to go and get brewing sands. That way, and maybe stuff for weakness potions. Maybe. Definitely brewing sands. I can probably go to my old base, I guess, for weakness potions, but we're at least going to go and kill some blazes for some brewing sands. Because I want to be able to get villagers over here without having to witch gear. Witch gearing is fucking annoying. That is, you can quote me on it. You can quote me on it. It's just a true statement. Witch gearing is annoying and dangerous no matter where you are in the game, because half a heart of damage and you're dead. I do have, you know, full netherite, so some damage won't be half a heart, so even if it's fine, but still, not fun. And they throw harming potions, so, you know, that'd be more than a half a heart, so, you know, not really fun. Not really fun doing it. I've done it a few times at hardcore, quite a few times, actually. I've gotten quite good at it, to be honest with you. Not a brag or nothing, because, you know, normally you wouldn't need to do that, but I played my fair share of Skyblock and challenge kind of worlds where I've had to. Quite a bit, in fact, that I've had to. So, you know, I could do that, but I prefer not to. It's just annoying. And more time consuming and dangerous. I probably have it down though to where I can do it like honestly probably in like a few tries if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to because witch keyring is really annoying and really time consuming. I can do it though if I need to. I definitely can do it if I need to. What song's on? No, let's get to a good song. There's like more. This is not bad. More upbeat, kinda. Not really. It's more like higher BPM though. Might need a little more bone meal to fully grow these, but that's fine. I'm gonna have plenty of bones, so might as well. This is the thing, is like all this props and stuff I can sell at the shopping district, and then I can use those diamonds, I think, for other stuff. I really don't want to use a lot for my old days. I of course can. I already have the infrastructure, but I prefer most of my stuff to come from here or come from selling stuff from here or my old base, because my old base is just gonna run no matter what anyways, to the shopping district. But yeah. I need more bone meal. Let's check all this. I might have made too many or too much, but we'll see. Did I put away my bread? No, I didn't. It's on me. Yeah, I might have made too much bone meal. Maybe I'll harvest a wheat or two. Yeah, I'll harvest a wheat or two until we get rid of all this bone meal. I think we should have right-click harvest. That'd be awesome. It's just convenient. Maybe next season we'll have more light mods like that. I know we have a lot of vanilla plus mods right now. Things like fabric, of course, are on the server. We have a fabric currently on the server for fabric mods, but I think more like, I guess that, I don't know if that's fabric. It probably has a fabric though. I guess I probably could just get it. It's probably just like a client side one that would work. I probably don't need the server to have it, but I don't know. I'm not really quite too sure on that. If the server would have to have it for it to work or not. I'm not quite too sure on what kind of mod that is. Not enough to repair it. Oh, really? Interesting. Got plenty of food on me now, though. Where's my... There it is. Make all this, and then let's repair our stuff real quick. Should be fast. Probably, I don't even need to really grab the drops, but I probably will. Do a quick little repair. I don't really need to grab the drops, but I can if I need to. Again, I don't really need to, but I can if I want. I don't really need to, I guess, if I want. That's the correct word for that. Repair all these. Be quick. Please don't fake explode on me. You know, even if it's just like, hey, a joke, I don't, don't really want you to blow my stuff, creeper. And I say while they do it again. Can't get that bow. Give me like a skeleton so I can get it. How about you grab that bow for me? You did! Thank you. And that's all my stuff repaired. Thank you indeed. Let's make sure to use the right order, right? Yep, Fortune Silk Touch. Okay, let's put up the, I thought I saw something, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's put up the Silk Touch Show. Power 2. Hey, I got 2 of those now, so maybe I can make a Power 3 if I get an anvil later on. I could make a God Bow here. I didn't need that with my old base, so I definitely could. Over here. Or else, let's pick up this, put this up, put up all the extra stuff. Let me offhand that. Just put up the 4 for now. I'm going to the nether, so I might want the arrows. Probably gonna want the arrows. I'm gonna say that's why I said might. I'm probably gonna want them. I don't know, might. I am. I am gonna want them. Alright, got all the crops grown. I got them all added. Let's take a quick look at them. Not bad. Not bad. Got a little addition of the base. Not bad at all. Nice. Now, let's go into the nether and do nether stuff, if we have time after I talk about content for a little bit. Probably go about a little hour or something, so maybe I'll go. I just need to get like 2 blaze rods, so it'll be quick anyways. So I probably will do it anyways. Regardless, let's look at display capture real quick. I want to load up Premiere and show you guys what it's looking like before we put in subtitles and audio and all of that. Let me go quick pause my music. I clicked F7 and it did nothing. Probably because I loaded Premiere Pro. No, it worked. It was just delayed. I just had to click into it for it to work. Interesting. Or I accidentally clicked it when I clicked it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe accidentally clicked pause. We'll click again. I don't know. Here's the first 2 minutes though. I should also show you guys the extra stuff we got. So here's the first minute is the main thing I'm like really happy about, but we got all the way to 2 minutes before I start stream. All the way to right here with added in stuff. And then of course I have to go from here to 3 minute, which at 3 minute is of course, I know they're a little 30-second plus thing talking about the grass crash shield, which means I'm gonna need to get assets for that. But as you can see, from 3 to from 4, I guess, because you know I have to go to there. But from 4 to 5, pretty good. Why is there a gap here? I think it's just I need a transition. Oh yeah, I need a little transition for one run back later or something. And then of course we have a lot more the fabric ring we gotta do. But that's one of the other key moments. The Sense Fortress thing actually is like not long. Yeah, it's right here. And I have some filler footage from before, and I was just like in the moment stuff here is not working. And then we have the outro, which is basically a minute once I add on that. No, it's like 40 seconds, so I might cut the sound. We'll see. Yeah, that's also really easy, I think. It'll be pretty easy. Regardless, we have the 2-minute mark. I want to show what it's like before adjusting audio. Keep in mind the actual in the moment it's a lot quieter. I'm probably gonna turn that all up like 2 decibels. See how that is balance wise, and then maybe turn down, turn up, turn down, turn up. As well as putting music once we're all done, as well as subtitling this beginning bit to here, probably. Regardless, let's look at this beginning bit. I'm actually, kind of happy with how it turned out, and happy with some asset stuff I got done for future stuff. Really happy with that little intro, a little slide in. Little quick transition. So I'm pretty happy with this. This is actually really, really easy. It's just using a mask, and then I have the mask on a path, and I have it as I believe it's a giant inverted mask, if I remember. No, it's a plain old cover-up mask. Actually, no, I think a mask is inverted mask, right? Yeah, it is inverted. So basically, that means it blocks whatever it's in front of, and then I just move it. I just have like a. This is just an image of the top 4, and this is an image of all of them, of all 8, and I just bring it along a path, copy that path, and put it for the bottom ones. Make sure it's even spacing wise. It's just a little slide through. Circle Dark Souls, because that's what we're doing. Zoom in. I thought about doing like a little marker kind of effect for like circling around. That would be a lot harder for me to do with mask. With masking, it would be a lot harder for me to do. I can't really I don't have After Effects or anything, and I'm not really good at doing that, so I wouldn't be able to do that without that, I don't think. But I never really had like a need for After Effects. I'm not gonna pay like $200 for After Effects. So it's like, Of course we got the, voiceover, man. And this is super easy for getting the little guy doing his head. Just bring up binoculars, turn HUD off. You don't need to turn HUD off. Actually, no, you do. Turn HUD off, zoom in on the guy, put him to the side. Got the little meme, and I just looked $20, $20. I was like, that's good. Put it in there, make sure to credit. This right here is what I really want to talk about. This, I'm not doing any drag through animation, just the one at a time. I made a lot of assets for this, and I do want to show these. Now, these are the assets I had to make so far. We have other assets, which is, just things like memes I might use. Some of these I haven't used. For example, that I didn't use or that. I was the same with this. I just used this one instead. Make sure to credit. Got the credit for this other thing that's in the video. Some other assets that I need, Idiot made me. Just random stuff I went and made and quick Photoshop. This stuff I scrapped and didn't use, but I still left it in here. Because I used it in the timeline, so I just want to leave it in there. So it doesn't do the pop-up like it does for the thinking bubble that I didn't use. This is the covers. This is for, as you can see, all of them. I made multiple for them. This is early on into making them. Didn't really need to. Just needed the 4 and the bottom 4 and put them all together. Didn't really need multiple. And then, didn't need the circle separate either. I thought I was going to do something animated kind of thing with that. So it'd be like this with that over it. And then, couldn't make that work though. I'm really good with 2 semicircles trying to figure out a way to make it work. But, didn't do that. And we got Souls equipment. Now this is a lot of random stuff that we won't see yet. So don't look at that yet. This is stills and paths. Now, the stills are these, so the boss sprites. Just little still images. I have 3 different for each. I have the unpopped and blurred. I did for all of them auto pop, auto adjust, auto pop, auto adjust. So this version is what I use for all of them instead of this dull plain version. I use this. I made all of these 500 by 500. Fit them in without cutting off anything, and then I also have a black and white one for when they're dead, which we'll see later. later on, down the line. But I went through and got all of them, both, plain, and then I made two for each, one with them popped and one with them fully dead and like grayed out, grayscaled. Um, I also have, of course, the whole path you see in there, which is just, the one picture at a time. And then I, of course, for this, have the boss grayed out, and I will show that in a little bit. Once we play a little bit more, you'll see that. A little more. You're gonna have I opened that case like legit. It wasn't like one from the other one. It was an extra case I opened, and I got nothing from it. I got a blue. As you'll see, the in the moment is a lot quieter. I have no idea why they're pounding. This I'm gonna skip through. The other asset stuff is this. I'm really happy with this. Here's the boss normal color, and I have it slowly fade on opacity. And then below it, I have the grayed out one. And then I'm really happy with this, where it gets X'd out. I'm really happy with that. It makes it like have that more marker kind of like drawn over it effect. And that again is just with, it's just straight up with a mask that is not inverted. It's a showing mask, not an inverted where it blocks. I guess you could do it with both. But then it just goes and you get a little marker kind of effect, which I really like. And then, of course, that is it. The path again, and then grayed out. And I'll do that for everyone. So a lot of the assets for later on I got done. Like, for example, I got the stills all done, as well as the whole pathing all down for later on, which is nice. And then I have this, which I try to make this more animated, the little circle of light, by just having it, like, feathering, change in and out, so it kind of feels like it's flickering, more like a fire kind of effect. I wanted to get more of like a shiny ring effect that's like actually animated, but I couldn't find anything. So I just took an image and used it the best I could. I use this for other equipment kind of stuff. That's in this old equipment kind of thing where I have them all. And then of course I have for the 1 to 2, the Zweihander again is just the same exact image. Ooh, I might need to do. Did I not do the opacity for that? I didn't. I have it fade out, but I don't have it fade in. Okay, let's do that real quick. Good thing I looked through it here and noticed that. Actually, I don't know if I want. No, I kind of don't want. Does this one fade in? No, I don't really want it to fade in, actually. I kind of like the background appearing around it. I kind of like the background appearing around it. And then, there's the itty baby. Dude, that's just straight up art character creator, dude. Look at that. Look at that specimen, dude. Look at Look at that specimen. And then, of course, back to it. I'm going to Taurus Demon, put up the little image. So this, I will need to get more stills for later on, probably. Things like that. Things like that. And as you can see here. But I have, like, the background and all that already done. I just have to get the image, put the background on. And yeah. This I have audio balance, but I think I'm going to turn all this up. So I think I'm leaving it there sound-wise, but we'll see. Because it's not, like, super loud, and this will be turned up. So I'm just leaving it there for now. That's what it's at right now. And that's just in here, the equipment. I put him in equipment, even though I probably should put him in still. I don't even know why I put him in equipment now that I think about it. But yeah, you get these random little holders for everything that I needed. But I think going in to 2 to 3 minute and onward, it's not going to be as bad. Of course, I still have like a lot of to do for these actual assets, for things like this and the FAP ring, which I'll probably do what I did previously for them, kind of like what I did with this right here with the damage and stuff. I'll probably do for like the equipment things where I'm explaining them, do like I did previously with other Souls assets when I did the last Souls video. I can find, ignored the random. Is it Captain Sparkles? You're damn right, it's Captain Sparkles. Like I did previously with things like the Havel Ring. Boost maximum quick low by 50%. You know, have the little infographic. Maybe I'd change them to green instead of yellow. I kind of like the yellow though. Or have this, then background blurred. Kind of what I've been doing, but might do that kind of style for the fabric. We'll see. Um, we'll see on that one. See on that one. Of course, you know, this kind of style where I have like that, and then no Havel, and then like the ring, little extra stuff like I did previously. Yeah, yeah, that's I think it'll be a lot less going forward because I got a lot of the main story stuff I'll need, like the stills, already done. I have a lot of like the stills for the bosses and the boss pass done, and I already have like the template for showing off an item with a shiny background. Like the keys was super easy, just need to make the keys still real quick. And make sure it was lined up, and then just like super easy. And then of course I have like little marker effect already pre-made too, with the Xing out. And then of course I have the whole pathing for every boss all grayed out, all grayscaled, and also normal if I want them normal, with an X over them for it like defeated in the path. So I got a lot of the stills and stuff already done, so I probably will be a lot quicker to go through these. I mean, after I finish minute 1, minute 2, which you know still has a decent amount in there, not a lot, but a little bit in there, a lot quicker. Mainly because I already had a lot of like the stills and stuff already done, and like a general sense of like how I was doing things like this, for example, where I show off the keys. Already had that like done ahead of time, so it's super easy to just do it on there. Regardless, we're gonna stream for a little bit longer right now, and then I'm gonna go eat. Stream for a little bit longer. All I want to do is go back to Minecraft. Let's close out of. Let me put it at where I'm gonna be editing up next. Where I need to look through next for 2 to 3 minute assets. Of course, they go to 19 minutes, so you know it's gonna be a little bit. Regardless, let's go back to the Minecraft and let's really quickly just grab 2 blaze rods. Quick mission. After that, we're done because you know I gotta eat dinner already. Let's just really quickly go grab 2 blaze rods. That's it. Make brewing stands, throw them in storage, and then in the future, if I want, I can go get these stuff for the weekend sessions. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go find some blaze rods. I probably should have taken some netherrack for blocking up stuff with me, but is what it is. Let's look around, though, for... Let's actually keep this... Well, we'll keep both of those on my hotbar just in case. Let's go find, though, I just want, let's say, 2 brewing stands. At the very least, I just need 1. The more, the better, of course. Rude. Any skulls would, I guess, also be cool to maybe get, like, a... Maybe get a beacon for over here. And with that, we literally already have all the blaze rods. Cool. That was insanely quick. Just need an outro and get the thumbnail for today. I know it's a quick stream, but mainly because I started it late. You know, I just had a good chance to just get on with 2 minutes. Mainly wanted to finish this farm and then also talk. Next time we are live, though, I don't think I have any, like, stuff that I want to play that are random Steam stuff. Maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to promise anything. Next time, though, will probably be more Limelight. Or this time, I guess next time, not this time, we'll probably be expanding, we're not, probably not expanding, probably getting the rest of these weakness potion stuff, to be honest with you. That way I can get weakness potions and then get villagers, and I think that'll be the goal. Probably won't take too long. I don't think it takes super long, especially if I'm on alone, to get, it's pretty quick to get the zombie villagers, so I think we'll be fine. Don't die. Wait, just another, we'll be fine. Only took like a heart of damage. I think, unless I ate before then, I don't think I did. Cool. Let's put up these. Got some extra coal from that. Don't really need this random sword. So let me just real quick. Cool. Put up real quick all of this. I do want to make real fast. I need at least 1. I don't think we'll need 2. So let's put up the 4 blaze rods. Let's just make 1 real quick so we have it for next time, and we'll set it down right out here for now. Next time we're on here, we're gonna be working on getting some weakness potions. And on top of that, we need it. I'm probably going to move all this actually soon here. To be honest with you. Put it right there for now. We'll be working on weakness potions next time. And that way we can get zombie villagers into actual villagers. I could also just like go to my old base and steal some, but I won't want that as well. Want them as well as a breeder to get set up next time. Maybe a longer stream next time. It really depends on when I'm next on here. Maybe it'll be the weekend. Maybe before then. I don't know. Really depends on when I'm next on here. Much time we got. Right now, though, I need to eat dinner and then get back on assets. So let's just get a quick little thumbnail for today. And what are we calling it? I know a quick stream. I plan on a little over an hour, but family making dinner, so got a little early. Can't really complain. Free food. I'll take it. Let's angle my body a little bit more this way. Did my character shimmy over? It did not. I probably can F5 to see the shimmy. Yeah, I should probably F5 to see the angling. That's probably fine. Let's look up. That way I'm like looking in the air. This might be good. This one is more complicated in the fact that I'm not going to have all of it in the background. Or I can move myself to right here. And then, no, I should move myself to right there. Let's sleep and then do that. And we got a quick thumbnail. And then I'm going to call it for today. I'm going to go eat dinner and watch a YouTube video. And then get back on the editing. Hopefully get done with maybe 3 to 3 minute, maybe to 4 minute. Regardless, extra progress would be nice. And then in the morning, I'm working even more on assets. So next time I'm back, I should have at least, let's say, like 2 to 3 minutes to talk about. Whether it be tomorrow, which I'm assuming tomorrow, if it's talking 2 to 3 minutes, if we're talking more than that, hopefully I have more than that. If we're talking like days from now, we'll see though. Ankle like that. Just need to shimmy over, and then I think it's good. Give me a little bit, and then let's get the still frame. I just realized my music's not playing. I never turned it back on after looking at the premiere. Completely forgot. Mainly because we're wrapping down things, but ooh, I don't like that. Let's just go back to here. I want it to be like symmetrical, even though it probably won't be. I want to angle it to where it's like, it doesn't really matter. It's just for the VODs thumbnail, so it really don't matter too much. It's the VODs thumbnail. What am I caring extra for? It's a VODs thumbnail. It really don't matter. It's a VODs thumbnail. I used a still frame for the horror stuff because I accidentally lost the recording. To be fair, I think a still frame was fine. It'll do fine. It's not like anything scary on it, but it'll do fine. Regardless, I'm getting straight for today. Next time we're live, it'll either be Steam free-to-play games or back on Limelight to work on getting, notably, the villagers. That'll be the main goal. Getting villagers, getting a villager breeder, those will be the main two. Once I have those done, and I can start getting a lot of villagers, I get things like an iron golem farm, get a bunch of iron for things like hoppers, and then get from that a drop spawner all set up. And then I have unlimited bones, string, and rotten flesh. Not all of which, but some of which I can trade. I guess gunpowder too. Gunpowder is a pretty good one as well. That one I could probably sell at the shopping district and have people buy. Because gunpowder is pretty good for rockets. Maybe I'd set up a paper farm, which I already have one technically, but set up a new one, or maybe I just combine it with my old one and start selling a bunch of rockets maybe. For cheap. We'll see. We'll see. Regardless, that's gonna be all for today. I'll see you guys next time, wherever we're doing next, whether it be Steam games or Limelight. Either way, I'll see you guys when next see you. See you stream. See you then. Okay, bye. See you then. Okay, bye. See you then. Okay, bye.